You can't put your worth, like your value does not reduce based on somebody's inability to see your worth. No, I have to constantly remind myself of Philippians 4 verse 8. Whatever things are true, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are pure. You know, we say, oh, have confidence, have confidence. A lot of people are confident, but when it comes to their relationship, it's zero confidence. They will just work on you like, and if you don't know who you are, you don't understand your worth, it's very easy for you to lose your confidence. So I think that one thing that you really need, like, as a woman, as you're entering a relationship, is confidence. Like, say I'm a beauty, I'm a speck, I drape glory, I am nobody's ex. I have a friend that told me that, I'm 24. She said that if I dated you before 25, you are my childhood friend, you are not my ex. That's it. As I now, clean sheet, I don't have an ex. Somebody too said that I don't have an ex, I have an experience of what I'm not supposed to do again. That's, like, the confidence has to be there. Like, if your confidence level is there, it doesn't mean you're arrogant. It just means that you know who you are. And nobody can, like, walk over you. Okay, I almost said amen. Okay, so the first one is about, like, building your confidence. Okay, the second one is about knowing yourself, okay, and knowing what you want. I didn't know myself much. I realized that when my last relationship ended, I realized that whenever I'm overwhelmed with emotions, I just withdraw. Instead of talking about what you did, like, this is wrong, I can't take this. I would just withdraw and just get emotional. Look, if you are like that, you stress somebody's son. Bad behavior. Bad. You need to work, like, know yourself. So I started reading a book called Why You Act the Way You Do by Tim LaHaye, to just know who you are as, like, an individual. And then it talks about your strengths and your weaknesses. So you see the weaknesses and you can work on them. So it makes you a better experience for the next person that gets to be with you, okay? And then another thing, in the light of knowing yourself, okay, you have to know your goals, your dreams, your ambitions. Like me, for example, I was in engineering school. I finished engineering. I went to medical school. Currently, I want to do neurosurgery. The plan that I have for my life after medical school, that's like 7 extra years. I was with somebody that wanted to have 6 children. In this day and age, how can I continue my dreams by... But you see, in the talking stage, I was clouded with the, oh, my heart, my love, oh my God, I really like this boy. You are not thinking properly. Because honestly, if you think about your goals and your plans, you realize that certain kinds of people do not fit your path. But how would you know if you don't even know your goals, your dreams? You just go with the flow. It will not work for you. Do you get? So you need to know your dream and choose a man that is intentional about you. Somebody that can handle the whole package. You know that in our society, like, women tend to, like, shrink themselves so that their men stand out. So, oh, let me shrink my ambitions. No. You need to go for somebody that can handle the whole you. That can handle, like, that can allow you to be yourself. And I know that there are some men here. You don't need to shrink your women for you to shine. No. The Bible says that God gave the woman as a helpmeet. The quality of the help that you, a man, will receive depends on the quality of, like, how you allow your woman to be herself. If you allow your woman to explore herself, to reach her maximum potential, it rubs off you as a man. Imagine you're in a team and you're both winners. When you are down, she picks you up. But you there every day, down, 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 down. You want a woman to... No. And you don't need to shrink. Honestly, you don't need to shrink yourself to be able to keep up with a man. Go for somebody that understands your passion, that understands your dream, that understands your value, that will help you, like, get to where you want to be. Because right now, if I ask some of you, you say that, oh, what is your ideal man? I like them tall, handsome, dark, and that's it. And then another thing too, I noticed that when it came to myself personally, every time I was entering a relationship, I always look forward to, like, my spec is, I like them visionary. They have goals, they have dreams, ambitions, how I can help them become better. That's always what I was thinking about. I was never thinking about myself, never, ever, ever. Always, what can I do for them? But no, me too, I'm a child of God. Me too, I'm a person's son. So you need to be, in as much as it's good to, like, look out for your partner, think about yourself too. Like, one of the worst decisions you can make for yourself is choosing a partner that is not right for you. Like, your destiny, you are just going to be worried. Instead of having a prayer partner, you'll be having a prayer topic every time, praying about... No, you can't do that to yourself. And then another thing too that I like us to talk about, I'm really sorry that I have to move out. The time is really short. It's about having values, okay? If you don't stand for anything, you will fall for everything. Like, have values that you treasure. I had some values that I really held on to so tightly, and I lost some of them at a point in my relationship, and I can't even begin to describe how bad I feel about it. But you need to have values and stand by them and like ensure that nothing comes between you and your values. Something like purity. In our day and age, purity is not treasured enough. Like if you are pure, they say, hey, Osafo Mami, Holy Ghost, hey, this. They can make all sorts of comments that can make you feel like you are doing the wrong thing by deciding to pursue something as valuable as purity. But stick to them. Let's say your value is your relationship with God. You can't have a partner that will be drawing you away from God. No, that's too valuable. Like, so you need to have values and stick with them. Don't lose yourself trying to impress anybody. Like, you will regret it so much. Like, have values as a human being. Just have things that you know that relationships are about compromise. There's some things that you have to compromise every day. Maybe this is how I am, or you have to take me or no. They're about compromise, but there's some things that you can't. They are non-negotiable. Let's assume that you said that I'm not going to have sex during it's not negotiable. There's no room for discussion on that table. You should have things like that are values, things that you will never, ever, ever negotiate on. You will never have to lose. And those are the things that define you. Those are the things that makes you, you. And the moment you lose them, you start losing yourself in that relationship. By the time you realize, by the time you look back at it, Charlie, you don't even recognize the kind of person you become. So you need to have values. And then, finally, I'd like to talk about friends. So like I was talking about this particular heartbreak. If not for my friends, I don't know how I'd have survived this semester. I finished exams yesterday, but my friends were calling in to check up on me, to find out how I was doing. And then you see the thing that sometimes when you're in a relationship, you tend to focus on your partner and forget about your friends. But no, invest in your friendships, quality friendships. Like have friends for different aspects of your life. Let's say that this group of my friends, they are for emotional support. This group of my friends, they are for personal development. This group of my friends, they are for enjoyment. And you deliver you need to be intentional about your friendship because as we are growing up, we are adults, okay? We get busy, you have school, you have work, you have home stress. There are so many things that are going to get in the way of your adult friendship. So if you are not intentional about your friendships, you are going to lose your friendships. And friends are everything. I've come to realize that partners will come and go all the time, but one of the things that remain apart from family are friends. So you need to be intentional about your friends. In my friendships, for example, I have friendship dates. I have friends I go on dates with. It's not any love affair, no. Just to catch up on their lives. I have friends that I do something called monthly calls because like I said, we are busy. So I have a friend every month, you call me, Ella, what's up? What have you been up to? You need to be very intentional about your friendships. And it's not like every day you are going to tell your friend your issues. You have to find out what is happening in your friend's life because life is not just about you. Do you get it? So I'd like to conclude this whole relationship, friendship thing, even though the period has been very short, with a statement that says that friends aren't people that solve your problems, okay? Friends are people that face your problems with you. So be intentional. Like if you look around and you can't count 5 friends that are reliable in a certain area, you need to reevaluate your friendship. If you look at your friendships and they don't encourage you to go, I say you people there every day from morning to evening, nothing. You need to change your friends. So before I end this particular session, I just want you to think about yourself. Look to your contact list. Look at your kind of friends that you have. Apostle, someone will say that if you are in a crisis right now, how many of your friends can you call to give you 10,000 Ghana cedi? Yes. 100 cedis simple. Let's start with 100 cedis. How many of your friends can readily give you? They will tell you stories. They should tell you about the kind of friendships that you are keeping. So you need to be intentional about your friendships. Be intentional about your relationships. Invest in your friendships. Invest in your relationship. Pray into your relationship. I can't even overemphasize the importance of praying. Pray into your relationship. Read books about relationships. And that's the way you can get relationships and friendships right. Thank you.
Are you a beauty? Yes. Oh, are you sure? I'm a beauty. I'm a spec.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
My name is Adepa. So I think one of the most valuable things that I took from your speech was not compromising on your values. So for people that have made those mistakes and have compromised on those values, where did they start from and how did they restore themselves?
Some of my values. The first step in moving forward is actually acknowledging that you really have done this. And then not beat yourself up about it, because that's what was happening to me. I was blaming myself over and over and over again. But no, I do make mistakes. I remind myself that I'm human. I make mistakes, and then the fact that I made a mistake does not mean that I stay there. So yes, I have made a mistake. I have compromised on my value, but next time I'm going to rise up and do better. That's all. Like, just don't beat yourself up about it, because you really can't do anything about it. It's just accepting that I made a mistake, I am human, and I can do better next time, and trying to actually do better. Yeah.
Accepting your mistake and trying to do better next time. Another question?
Mine is not affecting medicine, but I'm studying genetics, and after school I told my mom, oh mom, they sent me a doctor. So what's your way, general? We're a doctor. So say, what are you now? I'm like, oh, this is what I want to do. See, I know I'm a fellow. So just now so very political science. I think they also very doctor. I don't see advance. It was like, no, you're better than me. In school, you so I sat down and I called my dad and said, Dad, this is what I'm planning to do. Mommy says no. And he said, I should get time to sit there down and talk to her. But whenever I talk to her, she's saying, no, I aim to stay political, so I have to finish. And I've tried several times, talk to me, go to talk to her. She doesn't want to. I don't know how to convince her to listen to what I'm planning to do. So just help. I can talk to you. Let's cope with my decision. Okay.
Esther, if we'll be very realistic, it's very hard to be a doctor, like considering the path that you've chosen. Like Frida was saying, you would have to go back to do NOVDEC, and you know that you have to do chemistry, biology, physics. That's quite some time. So it means that if you really want to go down that path, you have like a lot of work to do. Are you willing to put in that work? Two, the other option is to decide not to do the medicine in Ghana. So if you can finally get your mother to agree to it, are they willing to sponsor your education abroad? Because if you go to Ukraine, China, you know those countries, you can easily do medicine without having that that science background. So all hope is not lost. If you think you can afford or you can get a scholarship, you can go down that pathway. If your fear is having to go back to physics, chemistry, but you still go back to it anyway because you are still an art student. So there are other options for you. So if your motivating factor is strong enough here, but medical school is stressful. I weigh 44.5. That was not my original weight. So it's really stressful. So it's not just, oh, I want to be a doctor. It's a lot of work. So you have to be really motivated and know that the amount of work you need to put in to get there. Thank you.
Oh, put your hands together.